What is up, you guys? Welcome back to the channel, and in today's video I'm going to give you the 5 business systems that you need to have inside of your woodworking or your handmade business in order to grow effectively. Let's dive in. All right, well, what is up, you guys? Welcome back to the channel. As always, grateful for you. I say it all the time. If you're finding this on YouTube, go check out the Handmade Business Secrets podcast. There's about 85 episodes over there that did not make it to YouTube. You're gonna wanna check out that content. It's super helpful, especially if you're like working in the shop. You can't watch something, but you can listen. Go check out the podcast. If you're listening to this on the podcast and you have not subscribed yet to the YouTube channel, do me a favor, go to Vaught on YouTube, check it out. So with that being said, in today's video, I wanna give you the 5 business systems that you need in order to successfully scale or grow your handmade or your woodworking business. And so we're gonna dive right into this. I'm gonna talk about why each system is so important. Okay, so number one, the first system that you're gonna need is you're gonna need a marketing system. Okay, marketing system. And so what is a system? When we say a system is something that we do repeatedly that gives a given output or a given result, okay? So you need to have a strategy for your marketing that's gonna give you a predictable outcome or result. If you do not have something that's gonna give you predictability in your business, you can never scale or grow a large business. Because one thing that I've learned is as you start to scale and start to grow, you take on more expenses, you take on more risk, right? So you need predictability in order to offset that risk. And so number one is you need a marketing system inside of your business. How do we market our stuff and get in front of people? Okay, number two, second business system that you gotta have is you have to have a sales system. How do we predictably and repeatedly take leads that we acquire through our marketing system and convert them into sales and convert them into customers? And so if you do not have a sales system, you have to figure that out. So let me back up for just a second. For me, in my business, and for all of my clients inside of the Woodworking Business Accelerator program, the marketing system that we use is running Facebook ads. Now, you have to be good at your marketing system for it to work. If you don't know anything about Facebook ads, it's not gonna work, right? So that's why partnering with somebody like me that spent tens of thousands of dollars over the last couple of years getting really good at Facebook ads is going to be a huge benefit to you. Okay, so that is the marketing system that we take complete and total strangers and we turn them into leads that are interested in our products and services. Number two, our sales system that we use is typically Facebook Messenger, or we'll convert them to a phone call, or we'll convert them to a in-person meeting if we can. And so we'll take those leads, we'll have a conversation with them, as opposed to just sending them to a website, not getting any feedback, not hearing what their challenges or their problems are. We'll send them to a conversation where we get to interact with the customer and we get a higher closing percentage by having those conversations as opposed to just sending them to a website. So that is our sales system. So number three, the third system you've got to have is a fulfillment system. Now this is where a lot of the complexity comes inside of a business. Once we've shaken their hand, we've taken their money, and we have an order, how do we fulfill on our promises? How do we go from that to a finished product in their home, whether they picked it up or delivered it or whatever it might be, and make sure that it's a great experience for them along the way, right? So for a fulfillment system, that's where we get into the production side of your business, when you are manufacturing and you're producing the products that you produce. Okay, now, just a quick reminder here. If you're a woodworking business that's trying to scale, you're gonna need help with this, right? So let's say that your woodworking business is trying to grow and you just go to an advertising agency that's gonna run your ads for you and bring you leads. They're not gonna teach you how to sell, and they're also not gonna teach you how to scale the back-end operations of what you're doing. That's what's different about me and the Woodworking Business Accelerator program is not only are we gonna bring you more leads than you've ever had before, we're gonna teach you how to sell them and close a higher percentage of them. We're gonna teach you how to raise your average order value so that you make more money per customer, but then we're also gonna work with you one-on-one to help build out the systems, the same systems that I use inside of my business that did over $167,000 in sales last month alone. We're gonna implement those same systems inside of your business so that you can fulfill on your promises. You can actually smooth out and streamline your processes and all of your data and information on the back end of your business, okay? So that's number three, was fulfillment. So number four is customer service. You actually need to have a system in place for customer service. How are we gonna communicate clearly with clients? How are we gonna set up proper expectations for clients? What I've discovered from doing this for over 6 years now, the number one cause of problems with customers, unmet expectations and poor communication. So if you will proactively communicate with clients, you'll solve 95% of customer service issues before they ever have a chance to begin. But if you don't proactively communicate with customers and clients and they get frustrated and then questions arise out of that, whatever your answers are, they're gonna second guess everything that you're saying and doing. But if you catch them when they're happy, they're buying from you, happy, they're excited to make their purchase. You catch them on the front end of that, telling them exactly how the process is going to go, what the expectations are. Hey, we can't do this. This is what we can do. They're going to receive that way better than they would as opposed to you getting toward, it's a couple days before their table's supposed to be delivered to them and something's not right. So that's the fourth system that you need. You need a customer service system inside of your business, okay? And so number 5, the last system that you really need inside of your business, more so for the woodworking business owners than the handmade business owners, is a logistics system. So what is logistics? Basically, all that logistics is figuring out how to transport stuff around and move stuff from A to B, get it from your shop to the customer, right? Get the order to the shop so that the shop can build the order so that the order can get to the customer, right? So you need to have a system for communicating with clients, setting up deliveries, setting up pickups, and making sure that you're not dropping the ball anywhere along that route. So for us, what we do is that we just have a production schedule. We have estimates of when these orders are going to be completed. We're reaching out to these clients a couple days before and starting to try to schedule deliveries or pickups. That's really the most basic foundation of the system that we implement from a logistics standpoint. So hopefully this video is helpful to you. So again, just a quick recap, 5 systems that you need: marketing, sales, fulfillment, customer service, and logistics, okay? I gave you basically the rundown of how we do several of these. Hopefully that will help you kind of get a gauge or a basis on what you need inside of your business as well. So a couple resources for you in the description below. The very first link that I have is a completely free ebook that I wrote for handmade or woodworking business owners just like you, the Handmade Business Secrets book. It's about 90 pages long. We've had over 1,000 people read that book. We've gotten a ton of great feedback on it. Would love for you to check that out, okay? Number 2, the Handmade Hero Academy online program. And so if you're trying to break beyond the $10,000 per month barrier inside of your handmade or your woodworking business, that course is packed full with all the strategies that I use to do that, okay? So be sure to check that out. Okay, so number 3 is the Woodworking Business Accelerator program. If you are a woodworking business owner in North America that's trying to scale your operation to multiple 5 figures or even 6 figures per month, you're gonna wanna check out the Woodworking Business Accelerator program. So with that being said, love you guys. I'll see you in the next one.